What's up guys, DK back with another Genshin Impact video. This time I'm tackling the floor 12 of the Sprial Abyss, the new Sprial Abyss. Okay, so clearly, just like every Sprial Abyss before it, they are trying to provoke you into pulling the new characters on the banner by making the Sprial Abyss tailored toward that banner. For example, there's a Dendro DPS user and Chloe's there, so all Dendro attacks get like a bonus and stuff. So yeah, they're like, hey, if you want to beat the new Sprial Abyss, pull for our new Dendro characters. And to that, I say fuck you. So the thing is, guys, the Raiden national team is so overpowered that I don't see a reason to pull for these Dendro characters right now. I mean, yeah, pull for them, but I don't see a reason to invest in them for the sole purpose of going out on the Sprial Abyss, because you can clear the current Sprial Abyss without any Dendro characters. It'll be a lot harder, but you can do it. Now, this flying thing right here is kind of annoying because, you know, he flies in the air if you're unlucky, but fortunately, Singchu can still hit him, and then I can hit him with a Raiden too. So, I need to make one thing perfectly clear. I'm not handicapping myself by not using Dendro characters. It's the fact that, I don't have the funds to spend money on Primo Gems for the sole purpose of using more resin to farm more materials and just keep farming artifacts until I get that perfect artifact. I mean, I don't do that. Okay, I'm not rich like that, you know, because whales, they have the funds to get like 5-star weapons and C6 5-star characters, and they spend money on resin to keep farming artifacts. I don't do that. I ain't doing that shit. So, I say that to say that I don't have enough resources to raise my Dendro characters yet, but fortunately my current teams are strong enough to get the job done. But this so this second half of floor 1 was kind of annoying because of the Pyro Gunner guy. The thing is, he stays away from you when he keeps shooting stuff. I hate enemies that do that. Yeah, there's these last Sprial Abysses. There's always those 1 or 2 enemies that stay far away from you and they shoot stuff. And since they got some kind of fiery circle on him, and the electro Fatui guy got some kind of electrified on them, I'm assuming that they have some kind of gimmicky buff to them that they only have in the Sprial Abyss. I don't know what it is, and I don't care. All I know is I don't like these guys, so I focus on him first. Yeah, this fire guy is the only reason why I'm bringing Kakomi, so I can keep, you know, doing hydro, so I can lower his shield and I can kill him. Other than those fire Fatui guys, this one was actually kind of easy because, you know, Ayaka just shreds everything, and Kaza groups everybody together and busts my damage, of course. Rosaria is mainly there as a battery for Ayaka, so I can spam my burst. I'm not a professional at this. I'm just a casual player. Most of the things I do like a Unga Bunga gameplay. Okay, so right here, guys, I switched my team around because I had a hard time beating it with my current team. I'm not here to break any records. I did all floors of the Sprial Abyss from floor 9 to floor 10. I did all of them with the same team in one rotation until I got to this part right here. I wanted to switch Kazuha back to the first team so I can group up these enemies here while I kill the Mirror Maiden, because I do not like Mirror Maidens at all. I can't stand these bitches. I hate them so much when they trap you in the ice and they teleport away from you and then hit you with water to slow down your skills. I hate that so much. And don't even get me started on the Mirror Maiden in the last Sprial Abyss, because she had like a bazillion HP. So anyway, yeah, I'm using a Kazuha natural team now, so I can just, you know, brainlessly just kill everything in front of me as quick as possible, because we got a DPS check with the Primo, just what you call it, Geovishap here. So basically, all I did was I switched the Kazuha and Raiden around on other teams, and I replaced Kakomi with Jean, so I could swirl his defense and heal at the same time and do more damage. So in addition to pushing for Dendro characters, I'm assuming that they put this guy here to push for shielded characters because the banner has Zhongli and Diona, two of the best shielders in the game, obviously. And although having a shield can indeed help, I prefer to just have DPS users. And see, I wanted two ice users so I could have a high crit rate. Rosaria and Ayaka, I need Raiden for DPS, and I had to choose between Zhongli or Jean. I chose Jean so I could heal. Because, you know, even though I got a shield up, I still might want some healing in case, you know, something horrible goes wrong. So as you see, guys, I'm not a professional at this. I'm a casual player. All I'm doing here is I'm just spamming my bursts over and over and over and over and over again until they die. And as you see, he has a shit ton of health. I can't believe how much HP these guys have in the Sprial Abyss. Yeah, I'm not here to break any records. I'm here to get 36 stars so I can get my Prima Gems. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters, unless you're some kind of wailing elitist who just wants to show off and, you know, stuff like that. Which is, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But as I said back in my Kingdom Hearts top 10 Scrubs video, the only issue I have with people like that is that most of them tend to look down on people who can't play to their level. You know, I can't stand that. Alright, so this fight right here, this fight is the main reason why I switched Kazuha and Raiden around, because I do not like these guys because they drain your burst energy. So this fight is the main reason why I switched Kazuha over to this half, so I can stun them with his skill, so that they can't. So they stop attacking me, so I can keep my burst up and keep spamming them. So this Sprial Abyss is kind of annoying, especially since they're pushing for these new Dendro characters, and they want you to pull for Tiger Nard, whatever, the Dendro DPS guy, and do all these bloom reactions and aggravate reactions. But I ain't doing that right now. I still ain't learned how half this shit works. Alright, so this part right here, I think the ice mushroom has, yeah, that fucking shit right there. So he traps you in ice. Yeah, I see that stuff right there. You see, it's little gimmicks like that makes the Sprial Abyss kind of hard, because they don't do that in the normal game, but in the Sprial Abyss, they give them unfair gimmicks to you, and it's just such an annoying thing. But Kazuha is just a really busted character, of course. Alright, and now for another DPS check. This is probably the easiest Sprial Abyss DPS check I've fought so far. I don't know how this boss works at all. I've already killed it enough times to get Chloe to level to level 90. As soon as I can find those damn mushrooms. But the fact that this boss infuses himself with aggravate is good for Raiden, because I can burst it and she can automatically not aggravate but Dendro. I can hit with my burst and aggravate a lot to do some serious damage to it. Now I don't know how I stumbled it like this. I don't know if this is automatic or if I hit his weak spot and he stumbled. But once he did that, he just flopped, because I just spam my burst until they die. So I know they're pushing for Dendro characters, but I don't see a need to go out of your way for it right now.
Now you shall perish.
And there we go. 9 stars. So yes, guys, I actually didn't use any Dendro characters at all for this cycle, and I know that they gotta make money, and they're pushing for you to pull for this Dendro DPS dude named Chloe. You are gonna get a free Chloe course, and then you got the MC, so you've got at least 2 Dendro characters for free, and then you pull for him if you want to DPS him. And like I said, they only put that Geo the Primo Bishop there to force you to pull for Zhang Li or Diona if you don't have a good shooter. But everybody has access to Noel, so if you want to shoot of him, then there you go, Noel. So I pulled on this banner for Chloe because I'm a waifu user. That's just the way I do things. For those who've been following me for a while, you know this. And I actually do have those guys. By the way, I did pull for them, but there's still a matter of leveling them up. As you see, I'm low on resources. Then I gotta raise their talents. Then I gotta get perfect artifacts, and I'm not going out of my way to do that because I'm not rich enough to where I can spend money on Prima gems for the sole purpose of spending more time in the domains to get more artifacts. I ain't doing that. So I guess I'll show you my builds. They kind of suck because I just cannot get good artifacts on my team. I just can't do that. So wrong one right here. So Rider Soaking, Death Mask because I don't have Engulf Lightning yet. I have 2 of these. Talents, I crown her burst, of course, and she's C3 because I love me some Ryan Shokin. I didn't want her to just be a support. I wanted her to be a DPS user. Shangling, typical stuff. Really don't need to show this. Everybody knows what Shangling does. She kills things. Bennett, of course, best character in the game.
Wow. Where did that come from?
No matter how many times I see that, it never gets old. Never gets old. Sancho, of course, another really good character. Jing. I didn't realize until my editing that she was wearing this, and I meant to give her that, so that's why she was doing like nothing. So, Jing, she's like my VV healer when I don't have a Kaza, because I keep pressing down button. I have Zhang Li. I trained him as a shield bot, but I didn't use him because I wanted more DPS. I gave all of his accessories, his artifacts to Diona because I'm raising Diona because Diona can come in handy because she has an ice shield for those cryo guys, but so she can come in handy. So I'm gonna raise her. I still need 2 more constellations, but the thing is, I'm actually very close to pity, and I don't want to waste my pity on a Zhang Li or a Tiger Dude when I don't need them because I want to save it for the new waifu that's coming out in 3.1 because she's hot. I'm getting her. All right, who else did I use? Kazuha, of course. Busted character as always. I don't have the Freedom Sworn. I'm using Verona Lance. I mainly use him as a grouper plus a battery, so I can spam burst. I told you I'm a Unga Bunga player. I just spam burst so I can just kill everything. VV, of course. C0. That's all it needs. You don't need Constellation on Kazuha, trust me. Venti, I used him in the tower guy. I used him in the tower place just so I could, group him up and stop them from attacking. But the only floor that matters for footage is 12 because everything else is kind of easy, to be honest. I used Ganyu for those ice clones. I kind of got my ass handed to me because I didn't expect them to hit like trucks. My Ganyu is just not optimized. I don't have a lot of Blizzard Strayer pieces, so Ayaka is using it right now, but I'm gonna have to go now that they're in a strong boss. I can go farm some more of those and just bring her up to speed. Akasima Locker. I should probably give that back to Yellen, but oh well. Speaking of Yellen, I do have Yellen, but I didn't use her, and I have her signature weapon. But I didn't use her. Ayaka, she was pretty much the MVP of this with the DPS checks. Her banner was like 2 months, so that's why I have 2 mist-splitters, one for her and one for Kaching down here. I need to crown this. Also, she's a C4. Yeah, that happens. Yellen. Now, Yomiya, I gave up a C1 Kazuha for the sole purpose of pulling for Yomiya because I love Yomiya. She's awesome. She's really easy to use. And I used her a lot in the first 3 chambers for some DPS checks. So she was really helpful for the first 3 chambers. Thunder Impulse, but I didn't use a C0, and I'm gonna have to crown this. I use a retracing bow light on her, but I don't have a good set. I gotta farm some more. I need like higher crit rate and stuff like that. Youngjan, your mid team, Sucrose, Rosaria. So you saw me use Rosaria a lot. I mainly use her as a battery for the sole purpose of having Ayaka spam her burst. So that's why I use Ayaka. I use Rosaria. She's just a battery for Ayaka. C6, Noblesse, and I gotta do something about that crit rate, babe. Now, supposedly official is supposed to be really, really good now because of this. But the thing is, I'm just now getting a C6 official. It took me forever to get a C6 official, so I haven't been using her a lot, and I don't know why this is so good. I heard that it doesn't have any ICD, but it's supposed to be really, really, really busted with Dendro reactions now. But thing is, when you use Dendro, electricity, and water, there's just rainbow colored numbers flying all over the fucking place, and I just can't keep up with what's going on. So I'm going to have to practice against the Samurai and the Inazuma to see exactly what's so good about Fisher. But she's supposed to be really, really busted now. Okay. And I do have a C6 now. I got lucky with Yamiko. I pulled her like after 20 pulls. She just dropped Kaching. She's supposed to be really good now, but it will. MC, Dendro, and you saw me use her, but it was mainly just to apply hydro and for healing. So yeah, guys. Like I said, I know they're pushing for these Dendro carries right now because they gotta make money, of course. But I'm not saying not pull for them. I'm saying if you already have a busted team, you don't need to go out of your way to use all your resources to raise your Dendro team right now if you just want 9 stars. If you're trying to break records and flex and show off, then yeah, more power to you. But no. So yeah, this Sprial Abyss, it's kind of annoying at the end with those thing is those Geo Vishaps, they drain your energy and it's kind of annoying. And then after that you gotta fight these mushrooms that trap you in ice and stuff like that. And after the mushroom, then you got a DPS check with the boss, the new boss in the Sumo region. Fortunately, this boss is the complete opposite of what the last boss was, the Ruin Serpent, because the Ruin Serpent, seriously, this new boss, you can stumble it for a while and it stays on the ground for a long time. But the Ruin Serpent, no, the Ruin Serpent just sucks.
Shine down. Barbados, guide us.
Midnight Fen.
Insolent. Scatter. Torn to oblivion.
Now that's just bullshit. Seriously, who the fuck thought putting this boss in the Sprial Abyss was a good idea?